Hey, it's Kyle here, and as many of you know, if you've been a viewer of this channel for any amount of time, I am a huge Star Wars fan. Big member of that fandom. Been a Star Wars fan since I was a little kid. But there's always been one big gap in my Star Wars fandom that I have never explored, and that is all the Star Wars animated content. From the Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance. Haven't seen any of them. Never had a good reason why I didn't start. Is when the Clone Wars came out, for some reason, I just never got around to start watching when it first came out. And after, I heard good reviews. It was already a couple seasons in. I was like, how do I catch up? Because this was pre-streaming services. And then when streaming services kind of came out, and I was a member of them, I was like, that's a lot of, now there's a lot of that seasons of the Clone Wars, and now Rebels is out, and so I always just had reasons why I never took the time to get into it. But like many people in 2020, due to the pandemic, I've had a lot of free time on my hand. Been catching up a lot of stuff on streaming services, so I finally decided now's the time I am going to catch up on all the Star Wars animated stuff. And I'm starting with the Clone Wars. So what I'm planning on doing is, in this video, I'll be reviewing the Clone Wars movie, and then I'll be doing future reviews for each season of the animated series. And I'll do that for the other animated series as well. So today, as I said, I'll be reviewing the Clone Wars, the animated movie. Watched it on Disney Plus. I'm doing all this on Disney Plus, which, thank you, that's another reason I'm finally delving in to do this catch up, because all the stuff is on one spot. Watched the movie, really enjoyed it. Animation was beautiful, the battle scenes was awesome, enjoyed the plot, characters were interesting. Overall, very rave reviews from me. I definitely enjoyed it more than the prequel movies. So really enjoyed it. So I guess I'll get into what I loved about the movie and what were some things I didn't like about the movie. And there's not much I didn't enjoy. It's mainly on the love side. So, as I said earlier, battle scenes were awesome. Really loved them. They did an amazing job with the battle scenes in the animation. I know some other anime movies I've watched that do have battle scenes. It doesn't feel as real as, a live action movie. This would really felt like, you still get that feeling of like, wow. This is an amazing scene. I'm getting blown away by the visual of it, the scope of the battle. Really enjoyed that. I thought they did an amazing job with that. Animation in general, they did an amazing job, from all the space scenes, the ships, the battles, as I said, the various planets, the characters. Animation, had zero complaints about the animation style or anything like that. Really loved it. Kind of enjoyed getting some spotlights shown on some characters who normally don't get a lot of time in the movie. So like the clones, getting a little bit of their personalities and stuff like that. Some more of the background characters getting a little time to shine. Really enjoyed that. I've always enjoyed Jabba, anything Hutt related, from the movies to a lot of the Star Wars books I've read. So I love that Jabba the Hutt, and there was a Hutt storyline in the plot. That part I really enjoyed. The some of the new characters that were introduced, loved them. Loved that you still had the the characters from the movies and stuff. I would have liked to seen a little bit more of Yoda, because a little bit I got to see of Yoda I really enjoyed, but loved seeing him back. And overall, character-wise, really enjoyed it. This next part is kind of a thing I enjoyed about the movie, also, I guess, a slight negative. It's Anakin. So the positive side of it, I think the way they portrayed Anakin in this animated movie is so much better than the prequel movies. He's not nearly as annoying. His dialogue's better. He's not as cringy. You're still not exactly rooting for him, and viewing him the same way you do somebody like Luke or Rey. You still get this feeling like, there's something slightly wrong with him, but he's still an interesting character, versus the prequels where you're just like, he had zero chemistry with other people. His dialogue's awful, acting's not so good. So it was a big improvement versus the prequels. Now, the still negative, he's still not the most interesting character in the world. There is still, still annoying in certain aspects, but that's an aspect of that character. And they couldn't change the character too much because they had to stay true to the movies. I think this is probably about as well as they could do with the character, given the parameters that were established by the prequels. But it's still, that was a negative aspect of it. That huge part of the movie is sitting around his character, and he's still a problematic character. Not in fact that he's going to go evil eventually. It's just he's not as interesting and charismatic as some of the other characters in the movies that I really wish the movie was centered on these characters and not him, which was a huge issue with the prequels. No other really big complaints about the movie overall. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. If I was giving it a ranking, let's say 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 8 or 9, somewhere in that scale. Really enjoyed it. It's not mind-blowing. It's not like one of those animated movies like, oh, I'm going to have to watch this all the time now. Like some of my favorite animated movies are like WALL-E, some Toy Story movies, Incredibles 2, Up, some of those movies, Coco, which I just recently rewatched again. Not on that scale, but still really loved it. I definitely recommend anybody that's into Star Wars, definitely if you've never seen the Clone Wars animated movie, watch it. Even if you're not really a Star Wars fan, maybe you just enjoy animation or enjoy sci-fi, this would be a good movie for you to check out. So that's my review for Star Wars The Clone Wars. Looking forward to starting to binge the mini seasons of the animated series. So like I said, just on the channel, keep an eye out. I'll be posting weekly a review for each season until I wrap up the entire series run before I start on the other animated series in the Star Wars universe. I guess my question to the viewers for this video is there any aspects of Star Wars, if you're a Star Wars fan, that you've never really got into but you've always wanted to at some point, be it books, video games, maybe the animated series, maybe it's something like The Mandalorian, maybe you've never seen the prequels or new movies, whatever. Just let me know if there's some aspect of Star Wars fandom that you never really had the chance to explore but you'd love to in the future. Be interested to see your response. As always, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed the video, and may the Force be with you.